Hello everybody, welcome back to AutoAnorak and back to another Stradman video. A lot of my brand new subscribers are Stradman followers like myself, so thank you so much to you guys for following, and I really hope you enjoy this video on Stradman's brand new Bugatti Veyron. James TheStradman is a YouTuber from Utah that started his career living out of an Audi TT filming cars in LA. Let me just reiterate, this man was homeless with the least serious job imaginable just 7 years ago. Fast forward to today, and he has bought a 16-cylinder quad-turbocharged $1 million Bugatti Veyron. This is of course in addition to his plethora of other spaceships and wheels, including a bright orange Lamborghini Aventador, soon to be a Liberty Walk Kit, Ferrari 458 Spider, and many more. So how did this happen? How did the guy that got fired from his accountancy job with thousands of dollars to pay off in his Lamborghini each month become such a ravishing success? If James were here, he'd probably say tenacity and chasing your dreams. So let's begin with that. James's tenacity comes from a relentless will that he had from a young age to own a supercar. He always knew that even on a normal salary, he could push himself to be savvy enough with his money to sneak himself into a supercar. He didn't splash out money on big nights out, he still doesn't spend more than $9 in shorts, and his experience in accounting has always made sure his money is kept in check. Living on the streets of LA taught him to live a frugal lifestyle. If your living costs are low, then your disposable income just becomes higher. Perhaps that's why he still pays his friend only £800 per month, or $800, you know, for you US guys, to rent a room in his house. Of course, the Burlacker, shout out to him, one of the best beards in the automotive world. All this man wants in life are cars, and he knows exactly how to reduce the costs of everything else, and I'm sure he's kind of like a lot of us. We want a small little house and all the cars. This makes him the incarnation of living like you're poor in order to remain rich. He doesn't fit the stereotypes of normal supercar owners that additionally wear designer gear and live in a gated community. We can also say that this is probably one of his most valuable assets. He's just a guy. In the automotive YouTuber world, you can come across people with egos the size of Jupiter and knowledge the size of a small potato. James doesn't claim that he's anything special, and other than cars, he's just the same as us. He is genuinely excited by these cars and loves to geek out about them in his own special way. This has helped with his audience relationship, and it is certainly responsible for the channel's sustainability. I'm sure to all of you guys, if he wasn't so friendly to all of us, and he didn't act with the same sort of humility and passion for cars, then we might have grown tired of his personality over time. Another thing about Stradman is his knowledge. Upon first glance, he might not seem that knowledgeable about the cars that he talks about, but if you watch frequently, you'll realize his knowledge goes deep. Believe it or not, James's previous video style was actually pretty similar to that of Shmi 150s, and he would delve into each and every single detail of each car he was presenting.
This is the first year of the second generation Elise, and also the first year that the Elise was imported to the American market.
It's stuff like that which gives the channel real value. He's not just having a jolly with no clue about what he's doing, running around these cars, he means business. Speaking of business, let's get into the nitty gritty. Stradman as Strad. Businessman. James has quite a spectacular business model with his YouTube channel that means he can accumulate a lot more wealth than you'd ever imagine. Everything else in this video has really been focusing on his unique selling points and attributes, but none of those matter if the business is not run correctly. So how does the business of filming supercars and hypercars for a living actually work? First of all, he has recognized the easiest way to bypass the YouTuber algorithm. Instead of actually caring about it and uploading on a Tuesday because some guru said that that's the day with most traffic, he simply uploads very frequently. Crucially, he also doesn't upload a video if the content is either rubbish or the amount of content is slow. This prevents the common YouTuber burnout that we're used to hearing about, and also stops him uploading videos about his printer not working. Don't mean this to be a dig, but I do remember watching Supercars of London at one point, and yes, there was indeed a portion of this video about a printer not working, which is not exactly the best way to engage your audience. Additionally, one of the great things about his channel is that he's family friendly. Some YouTubers claim to be family friendly by censoring their swears, etc. However, you will never get a whiff of profanities when watching his channel. This allows him to tap into a large demographic all the way from kids that have their videos closely monitored by closely monitoring parents to grown adults with a complete supercar obsession. That's how he gets adverts and products ranging from Fortnite, believe it or not, to house security systems like Simply Safe. And it's also why he's so advertiser friendly. His business is also his passion, which means he can literally throw all of his money into cars and travel. You don't really have a better excuse to buy tons of cars when it's your main source of income. And these two things bring even more traffic to his channel. It's at this stage when you realize how scalable his business model is and how he might have been able to afford a Bugatti Veyron.
And we go, bye-bye!
We've established he's advertiser friendly, frugal and passionate. That's all you have to do to be Strad, right? Not exactly. The difference between Stradman and other supercar owners that try to get into the game is that he's a tad crazy. Despite literally pouring all of his life savings into his Gallardo, and despite it being his primary source of income, he still did things in it that not even a multi-millionaire might risk. Driving it on an ice-covered public road, taking it off-roading, and skiing behind it are all things he has done with the Gallardo and many other supercars. He also got his Audi R8 stuck while off-roading in an area with no phone service. He did 170 miles an hour in his Ferrari 458 Spider recently on a dry lake bed, and he's even nearly crashed his 430 Challenge car on track. No! These are all things that most supercar owners wouldn't dare considering, let alone when they are your provider of food on your table. James has also always decided to mod his cars controversially, and this decision is perhaps more genius than it initially lets on. The internet and its social media platforms' algorithms are all about engagement. If you can get people to talk about something and spend as much time on the site as possible, then you'll be firmly on the platform's side. That's why horrifically unbearable people with controversial opinions get the attention that they want online. People want to interact and they want to voice their opinion. They want to say, no, I disagree, or yes, oh my goodness, this is the controversial opinion I've been looking for my whole life. Believe it or not, the same applies for modding a supercar. Put a tasteful exhaust and a set of HREs in a supercar and you'll get a small group of people applauding you. Put an ostentatious macrame purple wrap in your car with white wheels to contrast along with twin turbos, flame-spitting exhaust, spotlights and a roof box, and you just started endless wars in your comment section. James has clearly recognized this, and that's why he likes to trigger the comment section. That's why you hear about it so much in his videos. His Gallardo's roof box was the first modification that began this trend. Since then, he's fitted rally lights to his R8, wrapped every supercar under the sun in purple and white. I'm sure you guys will have experienced that by now. And of course, he's doing that highly anticipated 6x6 version on his already manic Jeep Gladiator. He makes purists scream in pain and inspires a new generation with his mods and the endeavors he goes on in his cars. That's why Strad and DDE are doing better than the people with garage queens that are hidden away. I also haven't even scratched the surface of his filming style. James rarely sets down the camera on a suction cup in the car's windscreen like a lot of YouTubers do, so you feel like you're being taken along for the ride with him in a sort of point of view video. It brings a sense of immersion to the vlogs that few can begin to touch. His catchphrases also forge his own identity in the car world. This is an important part of creating a sense of legitimacy to the Strad brand. When people mimic these phrases, they can be immediately identified with them and make viewers feel at home when they've been watching the channel for a while, and they hear the all-common phrases like views on views. I'll not go into that too much. It will get a tad cringy maybe. James's transition from an Audi TT to a Bugatti Veyron is a direct representation of the importance of change. He constantly changes, sets trends, and does so in a sustainable way. He's never that predictable, and yet he always leaves the audience with something to look forward to, like a potential new car, new mod, something like that. He realized that no one would watch boring, slow-paced car reviews like he used to make, and decided to constantly improve himself and his filming style. That's it in a nutshell. Constant improvement. So the next time that someone tells you you should upgrade your $9 shorts or that you're wasting your time by chasing your dreams, remember this video. If you can find something that you can constantly improve on and will sacrifice a comfortable lifestyle for, then go for it. It might take a decade or so, but it might just be worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for making it to the end of it. Also, of course, I've got to recommend the Stradman video itself. I can't believe that he has this car. He's probably the only person that has a Veyron and doesn't have a house. I saw a comment about that earlier. That's just insane to me. The videos are incredible. The unveil video has like 150,000 packing peanuts. He eats them, he flies in them. It's crazy. Go and watch that. Tell Stradman about this video because I'm a big fan. It'd be amazing if he saw this. Please don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot more content like this to come. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody.